So, just to give you a brief background, actually, I'm going to take this in two separate directions. One of the videos is going to be a longer video. This one is just going to be a quick synopsis on how I got to be, or how I started with what I'm doing currently, and all the way up to what we're doing right now. So, just to give you a brief background, my name is Dakota Hancher. I grew up in North Las Vegas. And my dad is an entrepreneur, so I grew up with a little bit of a different belief system and different background and different mindset than most people that don't have people that that have parents that are entrepreneurs or have backgrounds in executive leadership positions and stuff like that in the business world. And I really didn't appreciate that until I got older, and I am starting to appreciate it more and more now because it kind of put me on the path that I'm on currently. And without that, I really don't know where I would be or my position in life. So first want to first thank my parents and my dad specifically for being so entrepreneurial and for being the role model that he is. And so yeah, I guess going from there, I was obsessed with, throughout high school, throughout middle school, I was a little bit of a screw up, and I didn't do the things that typical, my family is LDS or Mormon, and if you guys don't know what that is, go look it up. But Mormons have some very, very strict standards, and I did not follow all of them. And just to say the least, I was consistently disappointing them throughout high school and throughout most of my life up until I got back from my church mission, which was after I graduated high school. So I think that I've always, ever since I realized there was one defining moment when I just said, I'm going to get my shit together and I'm going to be better. And that was when basically my mom and dad approached me about all the stuff that I've been doing, and just basically confronted the stuff that they assumed was going on. They kind of brought me a little bit of evidence as well, and I kind of just broke down. My mom broke down, took me out to dinner, took me out with my dad. I sat there kind of just with my and typically on Friday nights when they go out for dinner, they don't bring anyone. So I was there kind of just to watch and just kind of soak up the negative energy that I've created between my mom and my dad, because I disappointed them and broke some of the rules that they were very adamant about me not breaking, I guess. And so anyways, at that point, I decided I was going to switch stuff up. But I didn't think I was going to be serving a church mission. But I decided I was going to, again, shift gears. And so I decided to go on my 2-year church mission for my church. I wanted to focus on my career, but I was like, hey, let me show my parents what I can do. Let me turn stuff around. So again, went on the mission. And while I was out there, I really got into trying to understand why people did or did not take action, why they did certain things, why they didn't do certain things, why they acted certain ways. So I almost became like an anthropologist at that point, and a psychologist. I guess I was trying to do a lot of different things and analyze a lot of different situations. But yeah, I really wanted to get into the root of human behavior and why people, again, did or did not do certain things, and why people are living better lives than other people, and what choices and what habits and what thoughts and what other patterns really made the differences between those two different kinds of lifestyles: successful, happy, loving, just really, really on a good trajectory and good path, compared to the people that aren't. And excuse me, just to be authentic, I'm going to leave this raw. I'm going to leave all of this in here. I'm not going to edit anything out. But yeah, there's obviously a gray scale between those two different lifestyles. But I just became fascinated with that. And at the same time, around 16 years old, I forgot to tell you this, I became pretty much obsessed with personal development, really understanding. It started off with millionaire mindset, and then going from there to personal development, personal growth, developing yourself as a person to figure out your pathway. So I got into that space around 16, figured out that I really wanted to focus on my career, and kind of was a screw up, not going to church, not doing all that fun stuff. Then got caught by my parents, then decided to go on a mission, postpone the career advancements, and show them that I can do something to make them proud. While I was on my mission, again, I was studying. I was really interested in human behavior. Started reading books, ordered books to my apartment where I was living about how to talk to anyone, how to close, just these different tactics for influencing, persuading people, and just understanding people in depth and how to converse with them in manipulate the conversation in the direction that you want it to go towards. So anyways, got back, and before I came back from my 2-year mission, so from 18 to 20, about the last 6 months, I really got into the internet and the digital side of things. And I started looking into like fulfillment by Amazon and drop shipping and the internet and what you can do with making money online and how to make money online and all these different things. And that's when I first came across something called ClickFunnels, which is founded by someone called Russell Brunson. Yeah, Russell Brunson. Sorry, I was like, for some reason, wanted to start that out with a B. But yeah, it is Russell Brunson. And I've bought all his books. I would highly suggest going and reading all of his books as well. There's Expert Secrets, .com Secrets, and Traffic Secrets. He has some other ones as well that he's like co-written and stuff too. But those are the 3 main ones. So started getting into the internet game, and I started my own dropshipping company. So I started to realize I took a course through, I think like $600 or $700, this stupid little course on how to start up your own Shopify store and then run ads and then get people to buy your stuff. And really the focus of it was developing a legitimate Shopify store and making sure that you're qualifying all of the products and stuff that are coming to your website. Because if you guys don't know this, dropshipping is where you're basically saying, hey, someone across the world in China or something like that, I want to partner with you. You're the manufacturer. I'm going to be an advertiser here in America. Every time someone buys from me here in America, I'm going to basically set up a system to where it automatically pushes you the information that I receive in the customer form. So credit card information, actually they wouldn't receive credit card information. They'd just get the billing details so that they knew where to ship the product from. And then I would basically pay them for product, have them ship it directly to the person that just bought it from me without me ever touching the product. So that's drop shipping in a nutshell. I got really good with Facebook ads and started to understand that a lot more. Facebook ads is actually what triggered my disproportionate belief in data and social media marketing and just the internet game in general, because I realized how insane you could go and the limitless capabilities there are with being able to market online and sell online. You can create an infinite amount of digital products. You can create an infinite amount of content. You can shoot as many sales videos as you want. There's literally no limitations to how much money you can make online if you do stuff properly. And so I started to really become obsessed with just every single facet of digital marketing and data and understanding how Google brought up your search results, how they basically determined what PPC ad was going to show up in front of you, which are the ads up at the very top, the top 3, and then how to write content, how to make websites. So my first subject, I guess, besides myself, was my dad's company. So he has, again, a company here in Vegas, and I built out a website and then started doing PPC and SEO stuff for them, which if you're not familiar with PPC or SEO, there's pay-per-click, again, Google advertising, and then SEO, which is search engine optimization, which are 2 sides of the same coin. So there's search engine marketing, and search engine marketing entails the paid and the non-paid version of marketing on search engines. So search engine optimization is doing all of the stuff that you don't have to pay for in order to rank organically in search results, so that if I type in a specific keyword, I don't have to pay for ads, but I still show up underneath the PPC ads, ranked number 1, organic. PPC is the other side of that, where I'm paying to be on top of the organic post in the top 3 ads for specific keywords. So started getting into that, started to develop campaigns for my dad, and it got to the point where his 48 employees could not keep up with the demand that I was generating. And unfortunately, I didn't have attribution modeling or anything like that set up, so I can't say, hey, these are the direct correlations between the influence that I had and your spike in demand for fireplaces, barbecues, garage doors, all the stuff that he provided. I couldn't tie the data in together because I had no attribution set up. So don't make that mistake if you are starting off, and make sure you have all of your tracking code and stuff set up on your website and all that fun stuff and your ads before you get started. Just a quick side note. So just to wrap this up, I won't go into my whole career and how I started getting into a bunch of other stuff from there. But as soon as I went down that path, I got into understanding AI, machine learning, code, Python, automation, systems, and really just diving as deep as I could into all these different facets so I could really understand the interconnections of it all and find the best way to approach stuff. And that's kind of where I'm at today. Is I'm using different methodologies and strategies and approaches for different kinds of companies to come up with customized, personalized solutions for them. And so when people come to me, I kind of take into account their budget, their personal situation, their current situation online, what they're doing, what the content that they have available is, their certain location, stuff that's worked for them in the past, metrics that they're using to determine success, leading, lagging metrics, what they're doing internally as far as sales and marketing, how that whole process is, the onboarding, the churn rate, all of this stuff has to be really taken into account to find the highest value stuff to be doing in your business. So really what I do is I take all of that information and I say, hey, after a bit of research and combining this data with my research data, this is probably the best route to go. And so I enjoy doing that. I enjoy coming up with different customized approaches for different companies to use in their marketing efforts. And yeah, we're expanding. We're going to be hopefully getting into the metaverse sometime soon in marketing in there. And then we're also using machine learning, and I'm also partnered up with another company called Hyperspeed USA, which is doing some biometric data analysis and interpretation and stuff like that to help people reach and stay at their peak performance levels and peak output levels, and really just add as much value that they can. There's a lot of people that are just obsessed with adding value, and so that's our target audience, is the people that are just super top-notch performers that want to get better and stay better and just stay growing their ability to add more value. So yeah, and then we're partnering them with another company called Mental Gurus, which is a psychometric analysis company. And so we're using all these different things, both that I've learned and that Anton, which is the founder of Hyperspeed USA, a very, very good high performance coach, using his knowledge and his background, and then their partners, which are Data Jocks. And then we have Mental Gurus and their partners, which is Wrench AI, which is basically the back end of the psychometric analysis and the survey and stuff that they do. And what they do is they do a lot of really, really cool stuff that helps you filter out data according to, again, the psychometrics that we're able to get and extract from a very small amount of data points, to be very frank with you. So if you guys don't understand what I'm talking about, I apologize. I'll put links to all these different things, and hopefully it'll make a little bit more sense. But overall, I just want to welcome you guys to Optim Audience. Thank you again for coming to the website. Thank you for listening to my ramble that was labeled a story, but really wasn't. And so just to kind of end off, I want to tell you a little bit about the goals and where I see myself in 5 years and what we want to be doing. So I love technology. I love helping people with technology, and that's what my primary focus is going to be, is using technology to help humanity, both, well, actually not in both, but in a lot of different ways. So as I've learned and as I've studied a lot of stuff, I've learned that there are a lot of different things and variables that we could be taking into account and using in a proprietary system to really help the world in a lot of different ways. And that's what we're doing right now. And it's taken a little bit to build the system and build up everything and kind of combine it in a way that's cohesive and makes sense and everyone and everything is aligned. But it's starting to come into place. And so once everything is in place, the idea is to use, again, all of these different entities to help people, help the average Joe, average American, and then eventually take this global as well. Once we model it here in America, we want to take that model and expand it to the masses and help people achieve their peak performance throughout the world. And then on top of that, with the pairing of the psychometric analysis and stuff like that, we are going to be helping recommend the best solutions contextual to the users and their background and what their goals are, and even down to their career specific goals and their background and all that fun stuff. What it's going to be able to do is find the highest value lane for you. And eventually we're going to be integrating more tests and more stuff like that that'll help us refine that process. But yeah, we're basically just going to come up with the best suggestion engine there is for content and action plans for specific goals that are set by you. And then again, we're going to be taking into account all the data that we have to help you reach your goals and best recommend the best solutions and best information for you to consume or take action on. So that, on top of helping people reach their peak, like mental and physical health, is going to be one of the biggest things and biggest missions that we have, or that I have at Optim Audience, is just making sure that those things flood the world. Because if we have more productivity, we have more happiness, we have more love, we have more community centricity, the better the world will be, and the better and more productive we'll be as a society. So I know that was very all over the place and very scattered, so I'll probably be making another video and just refining all of my thoughts and everything that I said here. But if you do see this, know that this is just me raw, and I'll be uploading another video soon. And I apologize about my voice. It's a little bit raspy. I'm getting over COVID right now. So anyways, thanks again, and I appreciate you listening, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye.